A daily jog takes a near deadly turn when dogs attack.
It was Wednesday, March 5th, 2014. After I dropped my kids off at school, I decided to go running on the jogging trail, the same one that I've gone on for the last 10 years. I just finished my 6th mile and I looked up and there were 2 pit bulls and they locked their eyes on me. At that time, they started charging towards me and jumped on me and knocked me down. I was kicking, screaming. The pain is unimaginable. The dogs were eating me. They were tearing the flesh off of my body. The attack lasted 10 minutes. I was on the verge of giving up, and I was scared for my children, that they weren't gonna have a mother anymore. I was just praying to God for somebody to hear my cries.
My wife heard someone holler for help. The wife says, "You need to go take a look, it's not stopping." I got to the hike and bike trail and she was laying on the ground and 2 dogs had her by the arm and they had her by the leg. She was missing skin, muscle tissue, were torn away. The dogs were devouring her. The only thought in my head was get between her and those dogs. And I literally dove on top of her. I covered up her body. I told the dogs, "Beat this old man, let this young girl go." And they grabbed hold of my arm and my leg, and I told her, "Get up and run." And she rolled over about twice, and they let go of me and went straight back for her.
And he was just trying to kick them, punch them, just to get them to stop biting me. After Charles got the dogs off of me, Charles sat there and held me.
I said, "Listen, nothing bad else is going to happen to you today. I'm going to make sure that you go all right from here on out."
I was in the hospital for 37 days. I had 54 lacerations, 350 staples, 8 units of blood, 4 blood transfusions. All of my wounds had gotten infected. I had MRSA in my right arm. I've had 5 surgeries, 2 skin grafts. I feel extremely blessed to be alive. Charles Jordan is my hero, and he is the reason why I'm still alive today.
I consider Monica my hero. She's the most courageous person I've ever seen. She never quit fighting. She never gave up. We met strangers in one special moment in your life. You put your arm around somebody and they lean on you and they touch your heart. And that moment's going to stay with me for the rest of my life.
Well, we're blessed. Joining us are Monica and her real-life guardian angel, Charles. What's going through your mind just watching that reenactment?
It brings it all back. I have a lot of anxiety towards dogs now. I'm very anxious, especially towards the big dogs, the aggressive dogs. I have a lot of anxiety.
But we're just, if I may, it's been 5 months. You look great.
Oh, thank you.
I know you've been through so much. But you look great.
Thank you.
And I have to ask you, Charles, I mean, you know, we live in a time where, you know, selfless acts are pretty rare. You know, we don't hear these types of things. Here it is, a stranger in need. Here she's crying and screaming, and you go and throw yourself over top of her to let the dogs attack you. How does it feel to know that, you know, you're that guy? You're a hero, you know?
Thank you for your comments. I appreciate it. There was really no thought process to it, no fear to it. It's just you see a woman in distress and you have to stop it.
So you're at about 5 months now. How is your recovery coming along?
It's coming along well. I'm still on the road to recovery and still healing.
So clearly, as was shown in the tape, that you did lose muscle tissue here
Yes.
in your calf, and they had to apply skin grafts
Yes.
to cover that lost tissue. And you know, I agree with what you're being told now. At this point, you really need to just give it time. That will heal, and maybe
Right.
some laser treatment will help. Maybe some fat injections to build up those areas where you lost tissue. So
Right.
the key thing is there's hope. Nature's going to make it better.